Yo, wagwan. Tish your boy, Jadon, Legendary. Now you're probably wondering, Jadon, why you on a half-naked night off in the middle of Ghostlands? That's because I have a guide for you today. It's been a while since I said that, right? I know. I've been brainstorming, and I realized level 59 Rogue and a level 59 Shaman, which you will see about a week from now. We have a guide here, folks. Level 59 Rogue Twink is amongst one of the best Twink characters. This is a, class that can kill level 60s easily, and maybe even level 60 Twinks if you know what you're doing, because after all, the Rogue is the Rogue, and Rogues are no joke. But the most important part to twinking a character is freezing your level. Let me go ahead and show you how to do that real quick. Alrighty, so for Alliance, you already know you're gonna come past Varian's chair. I said you already know. You probably don't know. That's why we're doing this. And then once you go past his chair, you're gonna go into the war room. You're gonna be looking for this man right here, Beston. I wish to start gaining experience. Of course, for you, that'll say no longer gain experience. You know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna be making your way to Valley of Honor. This big green hut. It's the first giant hut you're gonna see as soon as you enter. Okay, you're gonna go straight in. You're gonna go right back here to a man named Slats. And of course, the same thing. On to the gear. Alright, now the beautiful thing about the level 59 Twink across the board, whether you're doing a mage, rogue, shaman, doesn't matter. They're very simplistic. The items you need, can be easily gotten out of the auction house and whatnot. But the downside is, if you can't find them in the auction house, you have to grind it yourself. And it's not like the Fell Striker here where it comes off of a specific boss. You know how to get it, you know where you need to go to get it. And it's all just based on the drop rate. It's those random greens with the specific stats you need that could be super fast to get or be one of the worst things you ever have to grind for. Because you might get that item to drop and it won't be the stats you need. That's the downside to the level 59. But overall, it's a pretty, for the most part, cheap but extremely effective character to make, depending on your server. Now, if you're on a server with 1 million people, then it'll be no problem. Starting off with the first piece, we got the headpiece. You're going to be getting your hands on the Veteran Skull Cap. This comes out of a quest, so it's pretty dang easy to get. Lovely 19 agility, 30 stamina, and 38 attack power. However, what you're going to be building up to is, unfortunately, you got to grind out that engineering so you can get your hands on, boom, Cog Spinner's Goggles of the Bandit. 31 agility, 46 stamina, 62 attack power. Absolutely absurd stats at level 59. Okay, it's the same goggles we're using on the Warrior. Next up, we got neck piece. For neck piece, it's pretty straightforward. You can use the finely wrought chain as Alliance until you make your way up to Sunstone Necklace of the Bandit for both Horde and Alliance. Like I said, these are those unfortunate greens that you have to hope you get to drop, and if you do get to drop, it has your stats, or hope it's in the auction house for a decent price. But it is definitely worth it. As you can see, the Bandit is one of the best extra joints they have ever added to gear. It is perfect stats for all agility wearers, all your ferals, your rogues, and whatnot. Beautiful, beautiful stats. Next up, we got shoulders. Got a few options for shoulders here. Your two second pieces. These will be pieces you want to get your hands on until you could get these two. Vengeance Powderons of the Bandit. And once you got your Vengeance Powderons of the Bandit, kind of really depends on which one you want. The Vengeance Powderon of the Bandit gives you more crit and more stamina. These give you hit and attack power. So it really depends on what you want. If I remember correctly, there is no shoulder enchantment at this level. I would have to check my enchantment bag later down the line. We'll get there. So it really depends on what you want. You want more AP and hit, or do you want more crit and stamina? Really depends on you. You know what I'm saying? Both is going to take a little while to get, but once you get them. Now, me personally, okay, I had to pre-check. There is no shoulder enchantments at this level. I mean, there is, but they kind of some random crap. And then some Zul'Gurub stuff you can't really get your hands on at level 59. Which kind of stinks. Me personally, though, I'm with the hit and the AP. Y'all know me, man. AP all day, baby. After all, we are a rogue, and stamina ain't the biggest importance because most likely the person you're fighting isn't going to get a chance to fight back. Next up, we got Cloak. There's only one cloak you need. There's only one cloak you should ever care about, and that is the perfectly balanced cape because it comes from a quest and is too easy to get. It's for both Horde and Alliance, of course. Way too easy to get to care about anything else. Next up, we got Chest Piece, Darkstorm Tunic. This also comes out of a quest, so you don't really care about anything else. This is the chest piece that you should have, including over the boa chest piece because that isn't giving you nearly as much AP with that big 76 attack power, 21 agility, 21 stamina. It cannot be beat. It is your best chest piece, and the beautiful thing is they all come from freaking ramparts. I think one of them comes from Blood Furnace. Next up, we got wrist. There's only one wrist you should be worrying about, and that is the Vengeance Bands of the Bandit. Because unfortunately, everything else goes all the way back to vanilla, and that's giving you like freaking 12 agility, a couple of strength, and some stamina. Not even a single vanilla piece at level 59 compares to any of these TBC greens, unfortunately. Which is, you know, if it did, you could like run Strath home, get a quick easy piece, but nah, none of them have stats that compare, unfortunately. So you gotta grind out the vengeance pieces. Next up, we got gloves. We got thick Dranic gloves, which you can get your hands on out of the auction house. This will be the piece you want until, of course, Vengeance Gloves of the Bandit. The reason why Vengeance Gloves are so good is because they're rated at an item level of 87. Which if you convert that to like a purple, that might be somewhere around Blackwing Lair level, maybe slightly lower. I want to say in between Blackwing Lair and Molten Core. These pieces is nasty. They really are. I mean, you see the stats. Next up, we got Belt, and of course, Vengeance. I basically spoiled the whole video. It's all going to be Vengeance of the Bandit. You just need a whole lot of Vengeance of the Bandit. For your legs, you're going to be holding on to Flare Hide leggings until you get, of course, Vengeance Leggings of the Bandit. For your boots, you're going to be looking for Sure Step boots. These come out of a quest as well, so there's no other piece you really need to care about because they're not going to be hard to get your hands on at all. You know what I'm saying? Rings. There's only 2 rings that are good at this level, and that is Boom, Spined Ring of the Bandit. Oops. Spine Ring of the Bandit and Warden's Ring of Precision. I'm struggling to say precision. Those, you know, you got to grind for this one, and this one comes out of a quest. For your trinkets, you got a few options here. You got the PvP trinkets, of course. That's for both Horde and Alliance. You can go with the boa ones if you want, but the most important trinkets, after all, you are a rogue. My eyes is going to be Blade Fist Breath, because that 200 AP gain is absurd at level 59. You can go with Ramstein's Lightning Bolts because that's going to be a good in the middle of a, you know, you pop open with a kidney cheap shot. Pop this joint right here too if you're willing to get to 350 on Goblin Engineering. That is a very healthy amount of extra damage in the middle of a stun lock. Or you could keep it more old school and go with the counter lodestone for that 22 AP, or the Hand of Justice if you want more defense, and of course Arena Grandmaster. But in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, these are your top 3. You know what I'm saying, when one of these are on cooldown, this only has a cooldown of 2 minutes, so this one I would keep on you. As you can see though, it says it has quite a kick, so you gotta be, you know what I'm saying, learn how to put it in your rotation. And you know, you could take this off, put this on, you know, switch them around and swap them around and whatnot. Because the cooldown on these 2 are pretty low. This one, on the other hand, because, you know, vanilla items, 200 damage was a lot back then. Not quite as much now to most people, but it'll still be a good in the middle of the cheap shot, kidney shot rotation. So these 3 to me are the absolute best. So keep those 3 on rotation. Actually, I'll say keep 4 on rotation. That's your PvP trinket. Because you're not always going to be fighting noobs. Well, I don't know. Maybe at level 59 you will be, but just in case, you know what I'm saying, you will want those PvP trinkets by your side, no doubt. Because they will come in very handy if you ever get in a battle with another Twink. For your sidearms, you're going to want the Talari longbow of the bandit until you can get your hands on the charmed ancient bow. These are really just stat sticks. You're really not going to be using them that much. After all, at this level, you don't have the blade throw ability, which is so lovely. But you don't have that at this level, so you really just want some stat sticks at this level. And charmed ancient bow obviously is going to give you that severe damage. Although you can shoot people with them, you definitely can get your arrows and put some what's-the-names in just in case somebody try to run. Let's say you're fighting a mage and they blink off on you while having low health. You can shoot somebody in the back. I've done it many times. Many rogues have. It is a very useful tool. So, but it is also a good stat stick as well. Now for your weapons, you're gonna want to get your hands on the Sketis curved blade of the bandit if you're going on with a one-hander. A heavy one-hander, and your sidearm will be the Jadenus dagger of the bandit. If you're going for 2 daggers, then you're going to want 2 of these. If you're going for 2 swords, then you're going to want 2 of these. Until you can get your hands on either the boa items for that sheer DPS and stats, or, of course, the absolute best of the best. That's going to be Fell Striker and the Iron Foe. For obvious reasons. I mean, I ain't even gotta explain to y'all why it's the Iron Foe and the Fell Striker. We already know why. You know what I'm saying? Now we got enchantments. Enchantments and knickknacks. Okay, glyphs. Can't forget about the glyphs. For your cloak, you're gonna want major agility, of course, because you can put that on there because it is a quest item, so its item level is beyond that of level 59. For your chest piece, you're gonna want powerful stats. That is the beauty of a lot of these items at this level being quest items, is you can use those 60+ enchantments, which are absolutely amazing. As you can see, greater assault on the boots for that extra, what was that, 32 AP, putting us at 1200 so far at level 59. That is equal to that of a man in full Bloodfang. For gloves, we got superior agility. Actually, I might be wrong. I think Bloodfang will give you about 1100 AP. Well, of course, you know, not considering, oh yeah, I forgot. You can go with Assault too if you want. But, you know, that's completely dependent on you. You go with Agility, you can go with Assault, your choice. You know what I mean? That's why I do multiple items. For the headpiece, you're going to be going with a Lesser Arcanum of Veracity. For your legs, you want Cobra Hide leg armor. Okay. 40 AP, 10 crit. Very healthy item. That's not including, you know, if that Bloodfang wearing rogue was in Wrath of the Lich King. I'm talking about if it was still vanilla. If it was still vanilla, I'm thinking about 11, maybe 1200. I'm trying to remember back when I used to play on what's the name all the time. I had my full Bloodfang set. If I'm not mistaken, it's about 1200 AP, a little less. And boom, there you go. There's all your enchantments with a healthy 3100, slightly underneath the warrior, surprisingly enough. Usually rogues tend to get better outputs than warriors. But I guess not at this level. And for your knickknacks, you want the bigger one. Okay, this would be one of your best friends right here. This is your stun lock grouping freaking champion right here. 600 to 1000 damage, that's nasty. Then you can incapacitate them for 5 seconds. That's nasty. Major agility for the battle elixir. Major defense for the guardian elixir. Whatever food you can get your hands on so that you won't be wasting your good food, of course. Me personally, my favorite has always been Graku's minced meat. I load up on this stuff every Christmas because, I mean, restores 5% of your health per second for 20 seconds is the best food in the dang game. Ravager dogs for your good food. Okay, 40 AP, 20 spirit. Like I said, you don't actually want to be using these to get your health up. That's expensive. If you're not much for the tricks and stuff, and you just simply want some healing potions, there you go. If you like the tricks and stuff, you're definitely gonna want your swiftness potions because, you know, you gotta be able to get out of there. There's some immunity potions too. Those are pretty good. I kind of forgot about those. I ain't seen those in a hot minute. And of course, your scrolls of agility V. Okay. For spec, we're running subtlety. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people always ask me what I'm using for my spec. This is subtlety swords because after all, you are going to be using the iron foe. If you don't want to use the iron foe, you could attempt to go with 2 fell strikers, and of course you would go with your ambush build. Me personally, I've never been the biggest fan of the ambush build for sub. I've always been the swords type. You know, put somebody in a stun lock and crit them for 1,000 every hemo because your swords are just that dang strong. Or mace, whatever the fuck you're using. You got relentless strikes, master of deception, camouflage, ghostly strike, elusiveness. You know, you can pause this if you need. Go ahead and scroll down. See exactly what I'm running. All the way up until, of course, slaughter from the shadows to reduce that cost on hemorrhage, shadow step, and nothing anything else because we could not, no, only level 59, can't reach all that. I mean, I could have, but I would prefer full PvP. And for our glyphs, we are using, we have 3 options here you can choose from. Glyph of hemorrhage to increase even more damage by 40%. Ghostly strike to increase that damage by 40%, which is one of my favorite because I always use that in between. Which is a weird way to use it. I know. I've seen one comment on that. Somebody was kind of confused on why I use ghostly strike during my cheap shot combo. And that's because it's just a booster of damage. It is good extra dodge, but for me, I use it as a good boost of damage and a combo builder as I'm about to hit kidney shot. After all, ghostly strike hits pretty dang hard. So we got 3 you can choose from. That additional sprint if you're more of the defensive type, ghostly strike and whatnot. And then for your side, we got vanish and distract. If you plan on going the assassination route, we are using mutilate. You could pair that up with like eviscerate glyphs. Combat at this level is kind of pointless because you're basically going to be playing a slower variant of the subtlety spec because you don't get to get your hands on kill spree. So we're not really worried about that. But yeah, if you do decide to go with assassination, you can do that with a mutilate. So reducing that cost by 5 is decent. It's pretty decent. So I use it because it is actually quite useful. Now me, of course, we're going for a full damage build because this is a level 59 and we want to be able to kill people as fast as possible. Including if I... What the fuck? Go get your pet, son. Including if I decide to... If I decide to, do Get away from me, man! If I decide to do Alterac Valley, then I can fight up with some level 60s, although I don't think I have enough bots on here to do that. So, I mean, I might try. Shoot. I do love a good Alterac Valley, and I do love a good challenge. I'll fight some level 60s at level 59. Man, what the fuck you doing, dude? Why my camera just spin like that? Get away from me, man. But there you go, folks. That is all gear and items you're going to need. I'm not in combat. You're going to need, okay? I mean, that's it. Let's kill some crap, shall we? Let's fucking kill some crap, dude. I don't think I'm gonna be getting Alterac. I put like 2,000 bots on here. Still can't get Alterac. This is after too, so technically I've been waiting 27 minutes now. Queue time is taking its sweet time. I don't know what's going on. There ain't no alliance at this level, so look, we're gonna have to do what we can. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to do what we can. Mans was just out here trying to kill some Ravengers. I never wanted to have to stoop this low. But what else I got? Level 63? Shoot. Once I find him, I'm gonna catch him lacking too, unfortunately. Maybe. I feel like he got some... I mean, he ain't got much health, but he got a whole lot of mana. This dude, man... Guards is level 68. The guards is 68. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this. Oh, I don't. Where you going, sir? I need you to stop right there. Gotta do what I gotta do. I couldn't land a hit. Okay. I saw a 66 Death Knight. I don't know if we got the facilities for that, but I'm gonna try to find them. I'm gonna see what I can do. Because 18 minutes is crazy. I've been literally waiting like almost 50 minutes, almost an hour now. I gotta, you know what I mean? I'm getting bored. There she go. Just got off of a Wind Rider. I was about to say I used all my cooldowns on the mage, but that's not true. It just simply isn't true. Oh, damn. Y'all think we could pull this off? Only one way to find out, right? This nigga got a Thunder Fury on. That's crazy. Out of range. I'm lagging. Ah, lag. Oh my goodness, folks. After 50 minutes of waiting, a BG popped. And I didn't have poisons on. I just realized that. At least we was able to get down. I mean, that was a little bit of display of the power, I guess. We killed some 60s who were above. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to not really be able to land hits on people who are too much higher than you. But then again, when you got this much power, we basically are level 60. Man, shoot, man, hit that subscribe button. I can't believe this. Waiting 50 minutes for a Warsong Ghost is crazy. Alrighty, after a 50-minute wait, we are in a BG. That is crazy. Apparently, there's little to no alliance. Fuck out of here, dude. There's a little to no alliance. That was the main issue, is I was waiting on alliance, because I can see that I have a tab on the side of my joint. I can see who is and isn't joining battles. Who's attacking me? Oh shoot, why my nameplate's not on? I'm getting fucking slaughtered, and I don't even realize it. That must have reset when I had to reset my server, because I was trying to figure out why on earth I can't get a BG to save my life. Alrighty, just got in. We already almost died. Fuck. I almost died to a level 53, but I just killed a 63 and a 64. Yeah, so I have a joint on the side that shows me. So for like the past, who knows how long, I've just been looking at 2 Alliance 10 Orty. What's going on, man? There's 1,000 something people online, bro. We get some dang body. All these dang people online and not a single one of them is Alliance. What the fuck? What's happening right now? Who's getting dusted? I'm confused. Oh, the rocket launched this buster, I think. Never mind. And that thing is slow. Oh. I didn't know it was that slow. Let's try again. Freaking dusted, man. The bigger one. Boom, bitch. Fuck out my face, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's the bigger one. You ain't even know nothing about that, huh? I just took my trinket off on accident. Well, I mean, the damage is exactly what you would expect of someone wielding an iron foe and a fucking, what's the name? It's nasty. I still need to do a shaman, though. I feel like nobody's probably going to be able to use this hammer better than a shaman. Because that, because of, what is it called? Wind Fury. Yeah, because of Wind Fury. Wind Fury might do some crap. Got to put my buffs on and stuff. Not that I need it, but it's here. That's the whole point of Twinking, is it not? Also, I forgot bandages. I realized that. Some heavy neither weave bandages will do. Okay. Might be able to get better. I'm not 100% sure. It seems first aid has very little limit on what you can and can't learn. I might be wrong on that. For all I know, you might actually be able to use the frost weave joints. The bigger one. The bigger one, baby. Where the fuck are you going? You know what I'm saying? We out here, man. Dude's really gonna pull up on me, dude. Look here, man. None of that. There'll be none of that casting stuff, alright? We gotta go. You know what I'm saying? We out here with a fucking bigger one, dude. Okay. The bigger one trinket. I mean, that's not the trinket. The rocklet The Rockland? The Rocket Trinket is great. The Ramstein is also great. I just haven't had the opportunity to use it because I keep hitting the wrong crap. You know what I'm saying? And fucking blast this dude like... Boom! Nigga. Come on now. Stop playing with me, dude. I ain't even using stealth because we're playing a very overpowered character and we don't exactly need stealth. Where you going, little shaman? Huh? The bigger one, dog. Dummied on. Come on, dude. Engineering is really what makes a lot of Twink characters busted realistically. Everybody named Mama be talking about Twinks are overpowered. They are. They are. Plain line. But it's really engineering, right? Because engineering is the reason we got the rocket launcher. Rocket launchers and high souls. The bigger one is also engineering, right? And then we got these lovely goggles from engineering as well. Come on now. Look at that. Look at them stats. Busted. It's 106 item level. That is heroic epic TBC stuff. So at level 59, we're literally using an item that's meant to come out of a level 70 heroic purple. Or no, it's heroic purple. Heroic purple is 110, right? Or is it 105? I can't remember. You know, TBC was a little while ago, so I don't remember 100%. Yo, you lagging piece of garbage. I'm saying I don't remember 100%, but I'm pretty sure it was 105 to 110. Maybe it was both. It might have been both. 105 to 110. All I know is a few dungeons had. I'm thinking of the fist weapon out of. Let's see. Which one is it? Shattered Halls? See here. I truly do not remember. I think it's 105, right? Ah, shoot. I forgot they don't show you item level back in the day. Anyways, this is 106. So either way, it sits in between one of the heroic epics. I don't remember which. Either way, you're using a level 70 item at, I just accidentally used a speed potion, but it's all good. Either way, you're using a, oh shoot, they beefing over here. I'm about to steal this. Watch this. Rocket launchers and hot sauce. Boom. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Rocket launchers and hot sauce, baby. I mean, this is exactly what I expected it to be. It's busted. What else would it have been, you know? This trinket, has a shorter distance than I remember. Which is kind of messed up because I was looking forward to using this trinket. But, I just accidentally wasted the crap out of it because its distance isn't as far as I thought it was. What? Oh, 3 people. Oh! Oh no, not the shamans. Oh no, no, not the shamans. That is one thing you do not fight in one big group is shamans. Too strong, too strong. As you can see, I'm about to... Subtlety rogue, baby. If I was combat, I'd be dead as fuck. Almost took my first death trying to go head on with 2 shamans. That don't work. Wind Fury still hits hard. Okay. That fool level 58, and from the looks of it, from my bit of gear knowledge, he's wearing a lot of AP stuff. A lot of that stuff that shaman was wearing is what I used to use as an AP set for vanilla back in the vanilla server. To get as much AP as possible, which would net me a very healthy 900 AP in vanilla with all dungeon blues. He's wearing a lot of that stuff. That fool still hit hard. 900 AP ain't nothing to laugh at. After all, with all this stuff, we are at 13. Oh. I'm saying, gotta be careful with them dang shamans, boy. We do not have, Cloak of Shadows, of course, not high enough. It is a very useful. I just realized we went in like crazy. Hey, hey, hey! You better put that flag down, boy. Where the fuck you think you going? My dang flag, dog. Give me that. I'm picking that up. What's wrong with you? This crap is beautiful. But if I'm gonna keep it 100, the warrior definitely uses these weapons better. The thing with the rogue is using these for the damage. The warrior uses them for the rage. When you can get all the rage, which is extremely easy to do. See, these work beautifully for the warrior. For the rogue, the crits are good, the extra damage is good. However, it does not give you any substantial increase. As we're with the warrior, you build rage like crazy off of that, which means you now get the ability to spam. For the rogue, this is normal stuff. No matter what weapons I'm wearing, they're kind of already going to be doing what I'm doing now. As we're with the warrior, this would be a substantial damage increase due to how much rage you're going to build. You know what I'm saying? You get what I mean? I don't know if I'm explaining it properly, but because of the Fury of the Forge Right, you get a crap ton of rage, and because of the constant critting of the dagger, you also get a crap ton of rage. Normally you wouldn't want a dagger as a warrior, but because of this has this ridiculous Fail Striker proc that procs quite often, and when it does, you get 3 extra... What is it? All abilities you land within the next 3 seconds are guaranteed to crit. Or all attacks, not abilities. Or no, that might be abilities as well. I don't remember. So for the rogue, you know, it's just good crit, good extra attacks. It definitely is an increase to DPS, obviously. Otherwise, these weapons wouldn't be so freaking amazing. But when the warrior's wielding these, it allows them to spam so much more because the rage build is more consistent. And why I think it's going to be nasty with the shaman is because of that wind fury. The Fury of the Forge Right procs are probably going to be pretty ridiculous. Like, see, the crit is the crit. You going to get that crit. Is nasty regardless with this dagger. Now, I'm not saying the rogue isn't good with it, obviously. What I'm saying is the warrior, I think, uses it better. Who's always got some rocket boots when they grab these flags. You know what I'm saying? I think the warrior uses it a lot better than the rogue does. They're both nasty, obviously. As you can see. Crap is just falling once these procs start procking, you know what I mean? Like I said, you know what I mean, weird. Know what I mean? But these guys, it is nasty. I think the shaman might use it even better than the rogue as well. Okay, I'm getting absolutely devastated right now. Yo, this is one long-lasting fear. I can't use my health potion because I used the speed potion. I'm dead. No, I'm not. I'm dead. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm dead. No. Maybe. Oh my goodness, I didn't mean to use the speed potion. I need to switch these around. I tried to use the blade joint so I could get more damage, but then I started panicking because he kept fearing me and I wasn't paying attention and I god dog it. Shoot. I started panicking. It got me killed 100%. But yeah, these are great. These are great freaking weapons, but I'm gonna definitely say the warrior uses a little bit better because that rage build off of these procs is... It'd be absurd, man. It'd be absurd. Rage build is dirty, you know? As for the warrior, is very good extra damage. I mean, for the rogue, it's very good extra damage. For the warrior, it feels integral. You know what I'm saying? Because back when I used to play on a server called Phoenix WoW, you started, one of the weapons you could purchase were these two. For the rogue, it just felt like some extra DPS, because a rogue is going to do what a rogue can do, and that is absolutely fucking stun lock the crap out of somebody for like 8 years straight and then kill them. As where the warrior, it felt integral, because when I had the Dull Rin blades, I couldn't build the rage that was needed or anything. Just felt like a major lack of damage a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? Where the rogue, you know, a rogue is a rogue. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, what the fuck? I just got back. Just got back, brother. You gonna shoot at me, Junior? I just got back, son. This is very healthy, very strong, though. I wonder how would this character feel with basic weapons, though. Problem is, unfortunately, over here on single player project, BOA items do not work properly. Also, oddly enough, I don't know if it's a thing in the Twink world, because as someone who's been twinking for many, many years since Wrath Lich King, somebody was disappointed that I was using BOA items. I was kind of confused by that. I'm like, what the fuck else do you think people are using? Sorry. Charmed. Yo, who keeps seduction spamming me? Fucking warlocks. Dude, I was very confused by that. I'm like, yo, this the dude that why I died. How he get that cast out so dang fast? Since when could you instant cast on a fucking what's the name? Seduction, spam, and fear. Man, I feel like I'm fighting myself from back in the day when I used to be good at the warlock for some little bit of time. The fuck. Seduction, spamming, and fearing over and over. Only time I would use a shadow bolt is when after my curses have pretty much after my curses has pretty much eaten that person alive. I realized that's how I used to do it. It took me a hot minute to realize, but I'm like, how the fuck was I not breaking fear? Because breaking fear was a thing before I started playing the warlock. They added that in a patch beforehand. I couldn't remember for the life of me. I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? And I figured it out. I never ever hit Shadow Bolt. I would let my Void Walker chase them around, just beat up on them while spamming curses, and mutilate, corruption, and curse of agony. Then once their health got low enough and I felt the need to break the chain, then I would use a Shadow Bolt. Then I would restart the process all over. But don't be surprised if you see a Warlock Twink video come out soon. Which is funny now that I think about it. I said I've been twinking since Wrath Lich King. That might not be true in a technical sense. Accidentally, back in the day, I used to do nothing but run dungeons, for the most part. Very rarely did I ever actually do questing. And when I did, it was typically higher level quests, like, you know, farming the undeads in the graveyard in Duskwood. So my character had decent gear. He wasn't nothing special. He wasn't like Twink worthy, but he was pretty good. And that's all I would do. Level 28 Warlock sitting here spamming non-stop. I'm like, how was I so good? I remember now. Fear, Curse of Agony, Corruption, Mutilate, let my Void Walker smack him around, because if I remember correctly, that did not break stealth. And then, only when I felt that that person's health was low enough, I would use Shadow Bolts. It was weird how good of a caster I was back then, but then I kind of remember my rogue was still like level 9. My rogue, my main rogue, he fell off a little bit once I got killed by that that rare spawn in Teldrassil. Once that happened, I kind of fell off of him. I'm like, man, I hate the Night Elf Zone. It sucks. You know, little kids. How old was I? Like 9? Yeah, I was like 9. Darnassus Zone sucks. I want to go back to the human zone. So I started leveling that warlock like crazy. So believe it or not, there was a warlock before. I just accidentally wasted my what's the name? Luckily, he's right here. Got it. So technically, before I made my warrior Raimundo, there was a warlock that existed a bit before her. But he got deleted. Mom and Dad didn't like that I used my real name. This fool stuck. I was so sad when that happened. But then again, it's all good because I'd probably still be playing the Warlock. This channel wouldn't be, you wouldn't hear, yo, Warcraft's the best. Your boy shit on Legendary. You know what I'm saying? You would hear, it would be my actual name, Legendary. You got a warrior and a fucking... Ow! He jumped straight behind me and started stomping my neck in. I got something for you, dog. The bigger one. Yo, dummy. Oh, you gonna hit me with the fear? Get out of here, dude. Get out of here, dude. Like, yeah, I mean, because the rogues, man. Rogues are love. Rogues are life, dude. You can't truly be attacked by anybody, you know. You are the attacker, not anybody else. Like when the Demon Hunter came out and everybody was like, oh man, the rogue is dead. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Only way the rogue is dead is if I fucking say so. So you already know. There was a massive overflow of rogues testing the abilities of Demon Hunters. And I think it's safe to say that Demon Hunters wasn't doing their job because there's still a whole lot of rogue players. They about to get a freaking cap because this dude died and he got stuck. Now it's up to me, even though we still win technically. Oh shoot, that's a lot of people. Okay, never mind, it's just, never mind. I was about to say it's a lot of people. One of y'all gotta die before I get this flag, because I don't really care about the flag like that. I would rather... Oh shoot, where'd he come from? He came through storming. I'm about to blast you with a rocket launcher and hot sauce. Really? Sit here waiting that long just for a resistance? And it's all your fault too, because you backtracked my cast. Now you gotta die. Dodge? Man, now you gotta taste the bigger one. Pause? That might have been kind of crazy, I ain't gonna lie. That might have been a slightly crazy sentence right there. There was no need for me to say taste. I'm leaving with this flag, sir. That's just facts. And we use a potion. And there's another speed boost, which is unfortunate because I wasted my joint. But actually it's not, because I needed that because I had to use my potion. There's Hordy everywhere. I tell you what, casters at this level hit hard as fuck. Goodness gracious, he put like 2 things on me. He put 2 things on me and my health is fucking less than half. I don't do enough caster twinks though, because I'm not very good at casters. I'm just not the best caster player there is, that's for sure. I can play all the melee characters pretty dang good, because they all feel somewhat similar. Casters, on the other hand, I cannot. Unless it's a Cataclysm Fire Mage, and that's only because they can move and cast, which makes them feel more like melee. A long-range melee character, kind of like the Demonology Warlock from what was that expansion? MOP. Demonology and MOP was absurd, and it was amazing. It was basically a melee caster. Actually, can you even say basically a melee? It was a melee caster. And it was, no, it was a melee tank. I mean, it was a tank caster. It was a tank caster. You could take aggro from people. You could tank, literally tank. It was amazing. And then they scrapped it fast as fuck. I was saddened because I had made a whole character based on it, and I never got to level that character and take them to the top of the world like now. You know what I'm saying? I never got to take them to where I wanted to, and it stinked because it was so much fun, and then they scrapped it in the next patch. I'm like, what the? Really? No, not the next patch, the next expansion. I was so sad. I was so hurt. I might download an MOP private server just so I can mess around with that again. That would be lovely. You know what? Yeah, I might have to make that happen. And I'll be able to solo some more world bosses, because I forgot Cataclysm ain't have no world bosses. Yeah, I might have to do that. Give me an MOP server. MOP was a good time. The only thing I didn't like about MOP was those fucking pandas. Worst thing they've ever added to the whole... I'd rather play a gnome than to play a panda, and that's saying a lot considering how many years I've gone disliking the gnomes. And I would much rather hop on a gnome than play a panda. Let me stop. You know what I'm saying? Before I upset some panda players out there and gnome players. Hey, it's not my fault y'all chose 2 terrible looking Hey, yo, man, it's been your boy. This shit don't Legendary. If you enjoyed this video, that's good. If you didn't enjoy this video, that's good. Either way, you watched it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, share with your people, join the Legendary clan, support the channel, become Legendary. Thumbnail. I'm out.